Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the DoxCast. I'm your host, LogicalParadox, and I have a great set of guests for you guys today. I have Elusive Crawfish.
Oh, that awesome. Hi.
And the return of Mr. Indecisive on his name, formerly Super Cyan, now iMissTooMuch.
Next week, probably something else.
Nice.
And now, let's get to discussion. Amazon recently changed Twitch.tv's policy for family-friendly streaming by forbidding the use of inappropriate humor, example, penis jokes and sexual references, and forcing all streamers to wear tops when they appear with facecam. How do you think this will impact the streaming community? Since you are also a stream guy, I will give you the floor first, Mr. iMissTooMuch.
Oh, great. Well, I don't do face cam, so it doesn't affect me at all.
I don't either.
But I don't know if I should keep a shirt on when I'm streaming anyway. Because,
you gotta cover that up. Don't want to show any boobage.
Like, I guess I'm gonna have to put pants on too next. Like, seriously?
Come on, dude. Can't even see my pants.
Yeah.
Even if you could, they're polka dotted and pink.
Dude,
yeah.
Those are some sexy
And
pants.
Serious?
We're correcting the lack of language this week with Mr. Elusive Crawfish.
Yeah, I'll be the... Oh, wait, what do you mean by language? Like, is it, like, cuss word language?
Yeah, make sure.
Okay, good,
Kannst du Deutsch?
Because I'm really good at saying cuss.
I know. So,
Oh, fuck!
Street.
I died!
Also, he's playing Counter-Strike. Crawfish is playing Counter-Strike. And iMissTooMuch is playing Advanced Warfare, if I'm correct.
I quit.
He quit playing Advanced Warfare. He's done forever. So, how I think this will affect the streaming community? Well, it's stupid, and if people are gonna stream with their shirts off, just turn off face cam. Don't use it at all. I mean, it's what I do. I stream shirtless all the time. I mean, yeah. So, doesn't affect me at all, but...
You know, it really
I don't
affects
think
me
they should
because,
forbid...
by far... Hey, I totally do stream here and there.
I think in all seriousness, though, I think banning the use of inappropriate humor is kind of dumb. But I mean, I can kind of understand the face cam stuff, and it's just kind of like, they just wanted to ban, like, I forget what her name is, but like all the girls that stream with like the low-cut tops.
Katie'Tron.
Yeah, Katie'Tron.
She's very popularly legend streamer, and I often fapped her. What?
That's hot. So,
it really is pretty hot, you know.
The thing that affects me about this...
Oh, that scared the shit out of me.
I enjoy making inappropriate humor on my streams. It's fun, you know.
I mean, I have a weekly show on there called the Holocast. No, I'm kidding, but
that's terrible.
I might start that now.
Don't. You'll die.
Yeah,
you absolutely will die. But I stream at least once weekly, and I enjoy making these inappropriate, humored, light-hearted streams. So that's where it affects me, but I'm not really a big fan of Facecam. So, you know, it affects, like, partially in some cases.
I don't think they'll, like, actually enforce some of the joke things, but I think the face cam stuff, yeah. But as for, like, inappropriate humor and stuff, like, they're probably not even gonna check.
Yeah, I honestly hope so. Not because, personally I'm a big fan of those dick jokes. They're honestly, like, I love them.
Yeah?
No homo, though.
You don't just love the jokes either, right?
Well, I just said no homo.
No. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That covers it up.
Oh,
so, are we ready to move on? Nothing else to add?
Well, why not?
We're gonna get this podcast done in like 15 minutes. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I still haven't figured out what I want to. I'll probably just review this. It's gonna be horrible.
Bruh.
Brett, what you want, Brett?
Okay, Halo 5 Guardians is set to release to the public in fall 2015, with the recent trend of games being overhyped and viewed to not fulfilling their full potential. Do you think Halo 5 will live up to today's standards?
No. Not at
No.
all.
I will give you the floor first, Crawfish.
I've got nothing here. I don't play Halo. I was just kind of I'll respond to something else somebody else says, but
when this was teased at E3 2011, it looked so great, but you couldn't really tell what the main story was going to be about. So you don't really know with these things what's coming. So basically, it's just one of those fasten your seatbelts kind of thing. Here's what you possibly could see. Early development. But it appears to be continuing the Master Chief story. And that has something to live up to, because the Master Chief story is basically the staple of Halo. So this is a major issue, because if it doesn't live up to these other Halo games, I almost said Halo 4 games, because
I mean, that was truly the only good Halo game. Let's be real.
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
It has to live up to these great stories. So, what are you gonna do? I mean, seriously, there's no way to tell. I'm assuming that it will be very great, because 343 did a phenomenal job with Halo 4 with the continuance, but the campaign was short. So if the campaign is short for Halo 5, then that could just drop the ball completely for Halo, and they'll have something that they will need to redeem themselves with for Halo 6. Anyone to add?
I think since it's a game I'm not looking forward to, it's going to be great, and the hype's going to be like completely perfect, because it seems like every time I get excited about a game, it just ends up being horrible. Titanfall.
Watch Dogs.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, Watch Dogs was way overhyped.
Watch Dogs. I think Watch Dogs is like the pinnacle of modern gaming, though. Like, great PC support, great engine. It was just perfect.
Maybe. It was so bad.
The game itself was bad, though, is the thing.
Yeah. They had two separate graphics engines. You could tell for driving and from just walking around as a pedestrian. And the driving one was bad, and the controls were just awful. The control scheme.
Oh yeah, driving?
Yeah.
I hardly I didn't play it much because I'm a pirate.
I see.
Oh, you what? I didn't admit that on the internet.
So that's where you got Corpse Party from, what?
No, well, yeah, I can't
You're
exactly.
a Somali pirate, right?
Yeah, I'm Somali. I
Those,
steal other
of games.
Yeah, man, and then I murder the captain, and I announce that I am the captain now, and they can do nothing about it.
Oh.
That was perfect.
Wait, what?
Best timing ever. Terrorists win as soon as he said that.
Oh, wait, you heard that?
Yes. I came through your mic.
That's great, okay.
This is the most off-topic episode of the DoxCast. I'm sorry, guys, but...
Yeah, I don't think it matters, though, because I feel like if we don't go off-topic at all, this is going to be the shortest episode of the DoxCast.
It will be.
I mean, we're already 2 topics in. We have not much more to say.
Anything to add on that one?
I mean, like, if we want to talk about Watch Dogs, I didn't even buy it. I didn't even, I just watched gameplay, and I still kind of felt ripped off, so...
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Man, this gameplay, it makes me feel like I wasted my money.
I streamed it a few times. I've completed it 3 times, and I'm just... Even though I've completed it, it's just... I'm not satisfied with it.
How did you beat it 3 times and not be satisfied with it? What made you do it 2 more times?
I wanted to beat it on every difficulty because my friend beat it on realistic. Zane, I'm pretty sure. Was it? No, it's another friend of mine. Not the leader of my old group, Let's Play. He beat it on realistic, and I was like, I'm gonna one-up him. I'm going to go easy, normal, and realistic. And
So in reality, you just kind of did the same thing that he did.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the other 2 difficulties.
Yeah.
I feel like you just wasted your time. Just throwing that out there.
Well, it's a long story, but it's pretty cheesy, and the gameplay was horrible.
Isn't it basically like a really cliche revenge plot?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. That's what I got from the first 10 minutes gameplay, then I started driving and I quit. Threw my keyboard at the wall and was like, fuck this game.
So you pulled an Uber Hex or Nova?
Yes, basically.
So, are you guys ready to move on?
You might as well.
Because I can actually talk about the next one.
Yeah, you can talk about it, but I can't because I haven't played Call of Duty since like Black Ops 1. I told you I won't have much to contribute here other than random shit that I decided to say at complete random intervals.
Okay, guys, so back to the topic that everyone's talking about, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare has been getting several all-around great reviews recently from around the gaming sphere, just everywhere. I mean, IGN gave it a 9.1 out of 10, for example. However, with the removal of features such as the theater mode and other features like zombies, I'm pretty sure.
I thought there was a zombies in it. Yeah, they did add it, I'm pretty sure.
Will Advanced Warfare live up to these reviews? I have heard that zombies was taken out.
I saw like a trailer for Advanced Warfare Zombies.
It's replaced with something, I don't know what.
It better not be like Extinction from Ghosts.
That was horrible. I didn't even play Ghosts and I already know it was horrible.
It was bad. It was,
That was
linear, and there were 4 maps, but there was only one that came with it, and I didn't buy any of the DLC because it was Ghosts and it was bad. So, what is just like a linear thing, you got to know exactly where everything was and what you had to do. The only thing was there were different quests for every time you went around. But, yeah. Do you think that Advanced Warfare will live up to these reviews?
Who here actually has played Advanced Warfare?
I have not, but I have seen some reviews, which is why I put this in the rotation.
Well, I have played Advanced Warfare. I have about, I think, 7 hours in multiplayer and like 3 or 4 in... Yeah, I haven't played it all that much. And I have like 3 or 4 in single player. I mean, as far as the PC port goes, it's pretty good. I think they actually did a decent job at it. Everybody else seems to think so too, because the past Call of Duties have just been horrible when it comes to PC. And I think Ghost was horrible. I didn't get it, but I heard it was like a horrible port. Like people were struggling to run it on like Titans.
It was a bad port on console too.
How does that work? How can they have a bad console port though? The fuck, they developed it
from iOS.
Okay. I have no idea how they fucking do this bullshit.
Maybe they're trying to make the mobile version, and then they just kind of went,
AAA, a classic example of AAA titles being rushed. I mean, you know.
But I feel like Advanced Warfare is pretty good. It feels kind of like Modern Warfare 2, which I liked a lot, and it feels like Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, like, kind of together. It just feels, it feels, like, well put together, and the jumping and stuff, like, when I first started, that stuff made me so mad I almost quit, because I just couldn't understand, like, how to do it, but once I started getting it down, like, it's something you really have to stick to and get used to. It's not like other Call of Duties where you kind of just get a change in scenery or whatever. It actually gives you something to work at instead of just kind of throwing you in the same old. Because it took me, I think, 5 hours almost, probably, to get the hang of it down. But once I did, I just started like steamrolling people.
Oh yeah.
It's actually fun. I played Uplink last night, which is a game mode that's kind of like Griffball from Halo, where you gotta like steal the ball and like get it into the other team's thing. And that's actually a lot of fun, which I was surprised by it, because usually Call of Duty game modes aren't like any fun at all. It's just like various forms of team deathmatch.
Yeah.
But it felt like it was. I mean, it was kind of like when Gun Game came out for Black Ops. It wasn't supposed to be taken really seriously. It's just kind of there for fun, and I think it's a really good thing that they put that in, because the past couple Call of Duties haven't really seemed to be like any fun. It was just kind of too serious and stuff like that, but it's a lot of fun. The movement system takes a little bit getting used to, which is alright. There's a couple problems. DX Story crashes with it, but that's, I think, a DX Story issue. People have been having some issues with lag and
He made a tutorial
performance.
on this. He would know.
Literally took me like an hour. Wasn't that bad. But actually, I just made it before this podcast. But all in all, like, really, Advanced Warfare is pretty decent.
Okay, so is it just like a ripoff of Halo though? Because
Well, I mean, it's
some
probably
of
like any
the,
other Call of Duty game in reality.
some of the gameplay and stuff that I've seen, it just looks like a Call of Duty-ized, if that's even a term, version of Halo. Like,
I mean, to be honest, it feels nothing like Halo. I've played Halo on the Xbox 360 like a couple. It's been years since I've played Halo on the Xbox 360, but I mean, it still feels like Call of Duty and still plays like Call of Duty. They do have things from Halo, but in
And
reality,
do they
yeah,
have-
but in reality, it's closer to Titanfall than Halo. But even still, it's just completely different.
there's not like wall running and stuff like Titanfall?
No, there's just jumping and sprinting. There's no wall running, and I don't think Titanfall has the like kind of dash movement either.
Sea Tactics did a video on this, but this is another off-topic thing. Do you guys think that Titanfall is dead?
Probably. It's gonna die
Yeah.
soon, if anything.
It's a very innovative game, though. I mean, it
That's what overhype
so
can
what?
do to
It's
you, though.
overhyped, and it didn't live up to the hype. It was still very innovative. It brought in new things, brought up new things to the plate that other first-person shooter games have ever had. So, like wall running and parkour aspects, and the whole thing of a Titan coming to help you and you can take control of this Titan. Things like that. Those had never been seen, really.
I don't think it really innovated at all, except for the movement. And even then, the movement wasn't really big enough to sell. If you don't know, Blacklight Retribution, a game for PC that came out a while ago, had pretty much the same thing as Titanfall, where you could get enough, points to call down a mech. People hated you for doing it, but you could still do it. And I mean, also they weren't as big as the Titanfall mechs, and people didn't use them nearly as much. But really, Titanfall wasn't actually innovative in anything except for movement, because nobody else did the kind of like wall running and parkour that Titanfall did, but everything else was just pretty much a regular first person shooter. And I think when the kind of not really nostalgia, what is it, the the effect, like the excitement of using the movement system kind of wore off, people got bored because there's literally nothing to do. There was, I think, I counted, it was like a dozen gun primary weapons altogether. That's all you had to do, and that's what you unlocked over 50 levels. You had a couple sidearms, and then you had a couple Titan launcher things that would take them down. But other than that, there was nothing really to work towards. It was just kind of like you had some, couple weapons, like it was like 2 versions of everything, and you had like some simple unlocks, but But other than that, there was really nothing. I don't even know if there was camos. But, like, it felt like once you kind of got used to the parkour and wall running and stuff, there was really nothing left to accomplish because you pretty much hit the skill ceiling. There was nothing really, like, to improve yourself on. It was just kind of like, alright, this is a fun little thing to jump around in. But other than that, it just kind of got boring for everybody. And that's why a couple weeks after the game came out, you stopped seeing YouTube videos on it. You stopped seeing Twitch streams. I mean, even now, there's... I checked today, there's 121 people watching Titanfall. There's 131 watching Ghost, but Ghost sucks. There's 28,000 people watching Advanced Warfare, and I think over 1,000 watching Black Ops 2. And Titanfall hasn't even hit 1,000 in months, and the only time it ever hit 1,000 is when some major major streamer was playing it.
Like Anderzel or BWO.
I don't know who it was, but I remember seeing it up there, and I'm like, that's kind of weird because this has never been up this high. But I mean,
Anderzel has streamed it several times. Typically on stream, he has between 2,000 and 5,000.
Really?
Yep.
But like, he's like most of the viewership at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, he's literally 99% of the viewership. There would be like one or two other people with like a person in each stream, and they're just kind of messing around. And even then, what they did is they shot themselves in the foot at release day because they didn't have private match, which every other game has had, but they failed to do that. So there never got to be a competitive community because there's no place to scrimmage in because they had to play in public matches, and they couldn't hold like tournaments or anything because there was no public matches.
They don't have a campaign either, do they? I heard.
No, it's all it is. All the campaign is you're playing the multiplayer maps, but there's like an extra cutscene. That's literally the whole campaign.
Basically, like Brink.
I've never played Brink.
Brink was horrible.
I've seen some, elaborate, please. Elusive.
I'm sorry, I was like in a really big firefight and then I just died. Fuck. It's a game you had to play in order to understand. But it's another victim of being overhyped. It's basically like a really shitty TF2 where the campaign is basically multiplayer just with AI.
Really?
I see.
Yeah, that's all it was. And their selling point was the customization, but the customization was absolute shite. Like, literal shite. It's just shit, by the way. Just with an E.
Titanfall didn't even...
Speaking of shit, let's move on to the random review.
Shit.
Okay. How'd you like that segue?
Beautiful.
Shit. I'm not prepared for this.
Random review is where each contestant reviews a random game of their choice, either on the fly or with a prepared review, and then they give it a rating out of 10. We started this segment last week. I started it off last week, so since Super Cyan went last week, he can go first this time. Mr. iMissTooMuch, you have the floor.
Why you guys gotta do this to me? I was gonna do Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, but I kind of already did that during the discussion, so
You can do it
guess
again,
I'm
though.
gonna have... What?
You can do it again, though, for those people who weren't listening during the discussion.
I just want to do a different game. I guess I'll do Torchlight 2, because that's like literally the only other game I've played in the past 2 weeks.
Torchlight 2!
If you don't know what
There's
Torchlight 2 is, it's pretty much like Diablo, but for like people
Diablo?
that don't like Diablo.
Diablo.
It's
Diablo?
Or Diablo?
Yeah,
It's
Diablo. Or Diablo.
Diablo is like so Americanized, bruh.
Bruh.
Well, I'm American, so...
Get Americanized, bruh. What you gonna do, bruh?
Okay, continue.
It's pretty much like Diablo. There you go.
There you go.
Actually, I don't even think I did it right.
It's like Diablo,
It's
2 out of 2.
It's like Diablo for kids, but it's not Fate, because Fate is Diablo for kids. Basically what it is it's a dungeon crawler. All you do is you start out in a central town, and they say go do a quest, and you and you go out, you do the quest, and in between you like do other little quest things. And it's like, I think it's pretty fun. Like I've sunk quite a few hours into it. But I think what it really lacks is like an actual direction, because the story, like I don't even know what the story is, because it's just so, it's like the way they convey the story is just completely in like reading, and it's that stupid stuff where I think Zelda did it, where it's just like the pages with the words,
Yeah.
and it's like a picture, and like they just talk, like they just say the words. If I remember, that's like all they really did, and like everything else is in like little text bubble things, and like I don't read, so I don't have any idea what the story is, and I can't begin to tell you what the story is because it's just so like not prominent. But when you first start it, it's fun, but after a while it just feels like you're kind of killing enemies to get slightly better armor. I mean, and it always gives
in your sleeves.
Yeah, I keep those in my sleeves, but like the thing about the armor is most of the armor it gives you is crap. So it just you end up killing a bunch of enemies, collecting a bunch of items, which you have to give to your pet, which it starts you out with in the beginning. That's why I call it Diablo for kids. But it's actually might be closer to World of Warcraft, but it's offline. But
World of War Diablo?
Yeah, it's World of War Diablo with Fate. So you basically, what you do is you give everything in your inventory, because it's all junk, you give it to your pet, it runs into town, and it sells it. And then you can have it pick up like health potions. And that's pretty much what you do the entire game, is just go questline to questline, which is just go kill this and fight a dungeon in between. And I think out of 10 I'd probably give it like a 6 or a 7. It's not wonderful, but it's not like completely horrible either.
So 6 or 7 out of 10 for
6.5.
6.5 out of
Just
10
average
for Torchlight. Torchlight 2?
Torchlight 2.
Torchlight 2. Okay, so I've already written this. Thank you, because I can word and I can brain. So I will go next. Okay, I did Destiny. Everybody knows what Destiny is, but for those of you who have been living under a rock for several years while it's being hyped, Destiny is a FPS action RPG that takes place in the very distant future across the entire galaxy, as in like our solar system, but I didn't know how to word that. In Destiny, you play as the Guardian and go on a journey to kill off the Fallen and the Hive.
Wait, can I interrupt?
Yeah.
Like how it's the Guardian, like singular, except it's like an MMORPG.
Yes.
And there's like 5,160 people that are actually the Guardian. Yeah,
so it's multiple Guardians, technically. But while the conspiracy is that Destiny was insanely overhyped, which in a way it was, it still has extremely high quality. The graphics are great and the gameplay is really, really good. But despite it being a very high quality game, the campaign is really short, and except if you go off on all the side quests and do the Easter eggs, and then you can draw it out. Well, anyway, this review sucks, so I'll get to the point. 8.5 out of 10.
Cool.
For Destiny.
I've actually played Destiny, and you accused Call of Duty Advanced Warfare for being a Halo ripoff, but you never even discussed it being Destiny.
Destiny was made by Bungie, so that can be like expected.
It's just a given. pretty much.
Yeah.
I played Destiny. I played it for about a week and got tired of it because it was a grind fest. It was something, it was basically if you took, like, Halo and, like, the repetitiveness of Cookie Clicker and, like, put it into a game. I think that's what Destiny would be.
Cookie Clicker?
Yeah. All you did, it was like, go kill this, and then you just went and killed that, and there was like 7,000 enemies in between. It was the same thing over and over again. And I played it with my friend. I actually woke up like at 4 in the morning before school to play with my friend one time. And it was fun for like those 3 days, and I kind of woke up one day and I'm kind of like, I don't want to do this anymore, and I just never played it again. So if anybody wants to buy Destiny or a whole Xbox 360 with Destiny, hit me up.
Fun.
Is that the only game you got for Xbox 360?
No, I have a bunch of games for Xbox 360.
Okay. But you just don't do Xbox anymore, really?
Yeah, it's been sitting in a box behind my couch for about a month or two now. Not even plugged in.
Yeah.
So now, Crawfish, do you want to do yours now?
It's gonna be real short and simple.
We may be getting another guest here in a second.
How the hell are we getting another what? Who?
You'll see.
Ben?
Yes. Mr. C Tactics. He just got on Skype, so I may add him.
He pretty much carries the team in this thing. Like, he does really good job with, like, discussing things. Like, everybody else is kind of like, yeah, alright, whatever. And he's, like, actually, like, good at, like, being prepared, I guess.
He wasn't prepared. He totally read that entire review off the internet, but either way, Crawfish, it's your turn.
Yeah, okay. So I'm doing a game called I'm playing this game right now. Actually, it's called Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Basically,
I've never heard of that game.
Oh
What
man,
is it?
really? Oh boy, that's hard to believe.
Which Halo is that?
Oh, it's actually the 50th one in the series. As you can tell, they mass produce this shit. It's like one every 2 days. It's crazy how much Halo games they release, you know? Yeah.
Wait, we can't have another Destiny review, though.
Oh shit, you're right. Okay, well that's all for my review, folks. I'm out.
Hey, you ain't getting away that easily.
Damn. Okay, well basically this is a game where everybody's good and you suck. Also, when you shoot your bullets, they fly sideways. So, you know, I rate about 2 out of 10. Times 5.
So 10 out of 10?
Sure.
Or would that be 10 out of 50?
Well, I don't know. What 2 divided by 10 is like 0.2. Times 5 is 1. So that's a 1.0. That's pretty good, man. I can't tell if that's good or bad or not. Depends on what kind of rating system. Take it as you will.
I'm horrible.
I'll just say 10 out of 10.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
10 out of 10. Everybody suck. Everybody's getting you suck. Congratulations.
Okay.
Dude, I
So,
don't understand how to play that game. Like, I sit there and I'll shoot, like, a whole clip into somebody. They'll fire, like, 2 shots and get me. I'm like, are you serious?
Yep, that's-
netcode,
told
hashtag old game.
No, it's just hashtag I suck at global or Counter-Strike.
Dude,
whatever it's called.
Counter-Strike is not hard.
Yeah, Counter-Strike is stupid hard. You crazy?
No, it's not.
Have you ever played Counter-Strike?
Yes.
No, you haven't. You played Call of
I'm
Duty.
a Silver Eagle, bruh.
Bruh,
Silver Eagle
Silver
Master.
Silver Eagle isn't even that good, bro. Get on my level, I'm
Right.
like Silver 5.
Oh.
Bronze 3. Whoop whoop.
There isn't even a bronze in this game, man.
Okay. Well, that's all the time we have for today, everyone.
Well, I mean,
Thank you for
I still
watching.
have more time, but I mean, apparently that's all the time we got.
Well, do you want
Apparently,
this time?
fucking Logical
We should
Paradox
just listen
over here.
about. Just tell us about your day.
Oh, you know, well, first off, I woke up in the morning and I was like, hey, you know, I feel like now would be a perfectly good time to masturbate. And then I did that, then I got up and was like, you know what? I could really use a new keyboard after all that stuff I just got on it. So I went down to the Future Shop and was like, hey, give me this keyboard. Like, yay, and then I walked out and was like, dude, I just got a free keyboard. And I drove home, and when I was driving home, some bitch got in a crash, but I was like, oh, she's probably dead, but I'm gonna just keep on going. So, that happened. And then, I went home, I went on Tinder, and there was a bunch of hot girls that apparently right-swiped me. I was like, hey, no, I don't wanna. And that was my day.
And then you did the ice bucket challenge.
Oh yeah, and then
Did
I jumped it. Wait, go ahead, I missed it.
Nah, I was just gonna make a bad joke. But
Oh no, don't worry, I can go somewhere with this, I promise.
No, I actually forgot what it was like halfway through.
God damn
it was something to do with. All I know is it had something to do with sticky
driving
keys.
past crashes, is that how you do it in Canada?
Yes, in Canada, see, it's stereotyped that we're actually the most polite people in the world, but really, in reality, I've ran over like 15 people in my lifetime. I'm only 18, and, I've never been arrested for it yet, so nobody really gives a shit.
And now we have to somehow relate this to gaming.
When you
Call of Duty
drive
Advanced Warfare. This is all this has to do with. Mm-hmm.
In Grand Theft Auto 5, you also run over people for a living.
And in Halo, you can splatter people.
Exactly. So therefore, I'm actually living in a Grand Theft Halo universe. Yeah.
Grand Theft Halo universe of Call of Duty.
Yeah, there we go.
When you run over people in Canada, do you roll down the window and at least yell sorry?
Yeah.
And then just drive away?
Yeah.
Do you also say A afterwards?
Sorry, A.
And,
sorry, buddy, A. I'm not your buddy, friend. I'm not your friend, pal. I'm not your pal, buddy.
Do you douse your entire body in maple syrup and eat ham afterwards?
See, our body's always doused with maple syrup up here. Because we need it when we're riding our polar bears around.
Polar bears?
Yeah, we need it for our polar bears. Our polar bears, the scent of the...
Have you ever shot a moose or worn a beaver cap?
Well, I'm wearing a beaver cap right now, actually. Our hair is actually a beaver cap.
Oh, I see.
At birth, they kind of just stitch it onto your head. It's weird, but, it happens, and I guess it's something you gotta deal with, because it's some kind of religious bullshit with Canada or something.
Is it itchy?
Yes. Very itchy. I once ripped it off, and then they kind of just put me under and stapled back in there.
So basically, you scalped yourself.
Yeah, basically.
In a way. With that...
DoxCast, best gaming podcast on the internet.
Yes, where we make fun of all of our Canadian viewers.
Hey.
Okay, that's all the time we have for today, everyone. Thank you for watching. You can follow our guests at Elusive Crawfish. What is your YouTube and Twitter and subreddit if you have one?
Do I need to answer that?
Yes.
Do I really need to answer that? I
Yes.
mean, I thought it would be a given considering what you're calling me.
Yes. Give.
Okay, so my YouTube is www.mlgprogamer420. Blaze it. I fucked your mom. I specialize in doing Call of Duty Advanced Warfare videos, actually. Mainly those kind of montage parodies and trolling kids. My definition of trolling, though, is actually saying that I fucked people's moms, and they get mad at me. And it's funny because I actually did fuck their mom once, and they don't believe me. And I'm like, just go ask your mom now. And she walks in, it's like, honey, are you talking to that Eric kid? He fucked me the other day. I'm like, see? Told you. Anyway. YouTube.com/Elusive Crawfish or Twitter at Elusive Crawfish. I guess that's all I need to say. I don't really use...
Do you have a subreddit?
I have one, but I don't use it.
Well, iMissTooMuch. We gave yours out last week, but give it again.
My YouTube channel is youtube.com/Doritos and youtube.com/Mountain Dew, because
nice.
You always have to do the do.
You gotta do the
in all
do.
seriousness, yeah, you gotta do the do. In all seriousness, my YouTube channel is youtube.com/user/iMissTooMuch, and my Twitter is whatever/iMissTooMuch, because I don't know how to do Twitter links anymore.
It's actually just on twitter.com/iMissTooMuch.
Yeah, iMissTooMuch, yeah.
Yeah, no, nothing else.
Okay, and Are we done talking about Canadians so I can
actually,
out my information?
Actually, can I continue talking about my masturbation session this morning? It was
Please,
rather eventful.
Please do.
Okay, well, it's kind of weird because when I finished, confetti came out.
Okay, we're gonna end this now. You can follow me. I have a Facebook-like page, LogicalParadox HD. On Twitter, I'm at LogicalParadox1. On YouTube, I'm LogicalParadox or DoxCast. But you're watching DoxCast right now, so click that subscribe button under the video.
And buy Doritos.
And
Bye, Doritos.
subreddit, I am LogicalParadox, capital L, capital P, one word. And okay, that is all the time we have for this week. Goodbye, everybody.
Hey everybody, how's it going? My name's Elusive Crawfish.